Alright, yo, it's your boy Gels.
It's your boy Ron. And this is what the hip hop review of Kendrick Lamar.
Damn. This is, we'll name this channel later because we will. And yeah, we're just here to talk about the Kendrick Lamar album. You know, making waves right now in the music world.
Yeah, top of the charts.
Number one single.
Number one, 610,000 copies sold in the first
number one
week.
single with Humble, number 4 with DNA. So yeah, I'll pass it over to your boy Darren in the multicolored Ultra Boost. Pardon the Ultra Boost. Niggas fly for days right now, so yeah, so what's your thoughts about the album, bro?
In terms of like musically, personally believe that in terms of like all of his albums thus far, including Section 80, it's the easiest listen. Easiest listen and probably the easiest I could transition into radio and club to club play. And that's, you know, notwithstanding the fact that it is an easier listen, the content of the album itself, you know what I mean? Still rich. You still have to listen to it multiple times to get, you know, a proper idea and a proper layout into what you're really speaking about, or to get insight into what topics you're talking about as well. To me personally, some of the standout tracks, Feel definitely, Duckworth, in terms of the storytelling, to me personally is one of the best storytelling songs that depicting a clear story, probably in his catalogue, and to me for a while, and we know right now in the general hip hop,
It really had that.
It really had
so
that kind of.
Duckworth up there with the big boy storytelling tracks.
I said in terms of Kendrick's catalogue.
Wait. Yeah. And any other highlights?
Definitely Fair and well DNA, obviously, because I mean I think that's one of the best ways to start an album, hardest ways to start an album in the first place.
What about any low points?
People might disagree with me, but to me I wouldn't call it a low point because I like this song. It's not right. People don't get me wrong, like I like all the songs on the album, all. But to me, Love is one of the lower points for me personally. And Pride, though lyrically rich, I mean in terms of the pacing and everything of the song, to me is a bit low. But as I said, don't get me wrong, all the tracks on the album, yeah. The album to me, 6 out of 10 and above. That is
6? Jeez.
Nah, I might put Love at 6.
Love at 6, bro.
Yeah, 6 out of 10.
Alright, we'll talk a little bit about what that 6 really mean. Alright, cool. Well, for me, I thought the album was very well put together. I found generally, like, the first thing that I was most impressed with was the rollout. I just like the drop a song album coming out next week kind of vibes. Because like, even though Kendrick is one of them artists where he's dropped music far apart,
I think 2 years. I think it's a space of 2 years.
Yeah, 2 years between the last 2 albums. Because he's still doing something to kind of appeal to this climate where he's not saying like, alright, I'm dropping an album in 3 months, like next week again. I found the album to be very good, very listenable, as you said. Also, because it was so listenable, it confused me because I know Kendrick is an artist to come with some concept.
I expected complexity now. You know
but the thing is, like, the simplicity, I think the depth and complexity hidden even more. It just wasn't to the forefront. So like for Good Kid, Mad City and To Pimp a Butterfly, clearly at the beginning was like, alright, Good Kid, Mad City is the story of my life.
Yeah.
Well, growing up in Compton, and To Pimp a Butterfly is about, you know, black man struggles in the music industry and, you know, how they take advantage and whatever. Damn really didn't have any clue as to what it was about. So it really take like extensive listening to pull like concepts out of it. My standout tracks was Feel. Obviously, I think that's, to me, I find that's the best song on the album. I wouldn't say by far, but by a good bit. Then Duckworth, Fair. I thought the beat on Fair was the best beat on the album. That was crazy, yeah. That was crazy.
Was crazy.
Also the sample at the end of DNA when he sampled the Rick
James. Give me some guns.
That was real tough. Anyways, Element was fire, Loyalty was real flames. And I personally, a lot of people really like this song, but I really like Triple X because I found there was a very good use of U2 and Bono and them switching at the end of the song now. Like it was real unexpected.
And though any topics, like to me I don't understand. I don't like Triple X now.
When I saw Triple X and I saw U2, I was just thinking like maybe some love thing with a sexual theme or something. But like he talking about like black struggles.
Yeah,
and he
from
doing
both
it
sides, from two sides.
in a real rappity rap way. Like this is like hardcore street hip hop. The beat was simple and he just flew in, and then they just cut into this singing with U2, the bridge and stuff. I find that was really impressive. So to me the one song that's kind of a low point for me was Not God. It was at the beginning it was but then like I understand to me is like Backstreet Freestyle and Good Kid, Man
No,
City.
getting kind of outcast, kind of Andrew 3000.
Yeah, well, very Three Stacks, but again, Three Stacks heavily influenced Kendrick. Like, if you listen to a song like Bitch Don't Kill My Vibes, that guy's straight up Three Stacks now. Also, yeah, it was just really that in the beginning I didn't like Love, but by the third listen, like I real gate because I appreciate a song like that allowing Kendrick or his fans and core fans like me who don't necessarily like them kind of soft Drake, Bryson Tiller like shit. He kind of do it in a normal, relatable way now, you know? Like, it just sounded strange because Kendrick's so like, diverse, he could flex. And
yeah, that's the argument I was actually fighting for myself with as well, you know.
Like
sorry for putting it at that low point, but to me, I can't fight that he's extremely diverse now.
I find the thing I was most impressed is like with this album generally is like Kendrick took a lot of commonly used sounds like beats from Mike Will and those kind of things, and like he made it his own as well as did what other people do better than them now. Because like everybody's saying most of this stuff accessible and everybody it's not like as different as the other Kendricks, and it's like what we have in hip hop already, but yet still nobody dropping an album of this quality now. So that goes to show like he using other people's styles.
I think from like this is just me based on first, second, third listen. I had this conversation with a friend of mine as well, where I got the assumption I might be reaching. I am probably reaching.
There's conspiracy theory.
Yeah, I'm probably reaching, but
hashtag conspiracy theory.
But like to me, like it looked like a kick in your face to more mainstream rappers like you say Drake or like Big Sean who was talking shit. I can say that, right? Yeah, was talking shit.
This is not a kid friendly channel.
As of recent now. So to me, it's more like, you know, kid out saying, yo, like, I could do all this shit.
Way better than
much you. Better than you now, boy. Like, I can make that trap with some meaning or with substance. You dig? I could jump on a Michael beat and murder it. By the way, saw that video this morning.
The video with Michael talking about
literally Humble was for Gucci Mane, so you could jump on a track meant for Gucci Mane and still, you know, keep it.
I mean, you could hear it though.
Yeah, keep it jiggy, you know.
You also make DNA.
Yeah, though. That was crazy though.
That was real tough.
Yeah, I mean, to me,
give me the ganja something.
Yeah, like, to me though, like if I don't put the album up against, let's say his catalog, which is already proving to be one that is very hefty.
Wait, first, before I do that, how much you get the album out of 10?
I give it a 9 out of 10.
Yeah, I also give it a 9, solid 9. Yeah.
9 out of 10. I think, personally, to be butterfly is a 10.
Yeah.
10 out of 10. But this is a 9. I mean, there are a lot of, I think all the publications, if you check up, like, all the different critics give it higher than
like,
than
right now on Metacritic, it have a 96 out of 100.
Yeah, and that's, like, literally, I think that's the highest so far.
No, To Pimp a Butterfly have 96 and My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy have 96.
Yeah, it's like that's super high now to me, but I don't think that it's to me, it wouldn't be as impactful as To Pimp a Butterfly would have been. And in terms of content-wise, though this content on Damn is very dense, that you need to listen to. Yes, the music is accessible, and I think that what made it easier too, right? Because the music was easier. It was easier to listen to.
People enjoy it more. So
yeah, I literally had it. I literally had it. That album on repeat for the last week.
Yeah.
Non-stop. Non-stop, and it wasn't feeling as if it was tasking compared to To Pimp a Butterfly. Sorry.
Yeah.
Where all the funk and all these different musical elements where you will kind of get a bit, you know what I mean? Yeah.
To Pimp a Butterfly to me is like, people not enjoying it is the same reason I get why people don't really enjoy it, like Jesus or something like that.
Yeah.
It's just not for everybody and not accessible, but we had to like look at the artistic value of it and yeah.
We had to have a Jesus conversation because to me I
coming to Jesus review like Jesus 5 years, 7 years later. That was 2010? I think that was 2010.
Nah, 2010 too far back. You know, it's about 2010.
I feel that's 2010.
Yeah, but
we'll figure it out.
Yeah. But
anyways, yeah. You were saying where it rank in Kendrick Lamar projects?
I will put it after To Pimp a Butterfly. Why is it tying up my tongue? But yeah. I'll put it after that album. And Good Kid, Mad City are very close to it.
Alright.
You know, but in thematic, in terms of themes coming out of the album, to me, like, for instance, right, the other albums had an overarching story, you know, if you really look at it, but this album, you could pull out.
It kind of have a story.
Kind of, but to me, you could pull out, you could pull out like multiple themes from it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you could get like, to me, guessing, well, it's stated at the beginning of the album, you could get the wickedness or the weakness.
Yeah.
Or you could get his personal struggle as a celebrity in some of the tracks, such as Feel and Fear. You know, I mean, to me, it's multi-thematic now. So
I think the theme I pull out of it was like, literally, the title says it, damn, but more like damned, like D-A-M-N-E-D.
As we are all
damned. Everybody sort of damned because of all these things he's talking about. Because even when he talk tracks with, like, when he mentioned tracks with positive, the word of the track is positive. So, like, obviously, you can tell by the track list is the words are paradoxical to each other. So you have pride and humble, love and loss, etc. But even when he's talking about the positive ones, like on the track Pride, like that song is not really a positive
song.
It's not
a positive song.
You know? But he just saying that to say that despite whatever, maybe we damned, and that came back.
Yeah.
That came back when he started to talk about on God, when he was saying like at the end there was the voice note that his cousin left or whatever.
That is God or is that a God or Fair?
One out of them tracks. But yeah, he keeps saying like we damned, and he was talking about how we stray from the light of God and all of that. That sort of made sense to me. And then there's the whole theory with the lady at the beginning being Lucy from To Pimp a Butterfly. And I'm too certain on that because I felt like if that was the case, we might have known that Lucy was blind before now. Because that Lucy character came up in previous projects, but the blindness kind of
yeah.
But who knows? But in terms of where I rank it, I put it below To Pimp a Butterfly and Good Kid, Mad City.
Good about it.
I have Good Kid, Mad City as 10 out of 10 and To Pimp a Butterfly as 10 out of 10. But I find his best, to me, my favorite Kendrick project is Good Kid, Mad City. I think artistically To Pimp a Butterfly better, but Good Kid, Mad City was like a perfect story.
I still go back and listen to that very
It's
often.
actually like a movie because if you listen at the beginning, you hear like the camera reel.
Yeah.
Like that whole time, and at the end you hear it, and it loops back around. This album sort of does that at the end when it rewind and then you hear the I was walking on the road. So we talk about how it ranked into as compared to his other albums, and I feel like there's a good segue to go into the topic of Kendrick Lamar and where he ranks in rap.